pradīpaḥ sva-parātmānau saṃprakāśayate yathā utpādaḥ sva-parātmānā ubhāv utpādayet tathā.
Pradīpaḥ sva-parātmānau saṃprakāśayate yathā utpādaḥ sva-parātmānāv ubhāv utpādayet tathā. MMK chapter 7 verse 8. Just as a lamp lights up itself and the other, so might Genesis cause both itself and the other. So this is clearly the opponent. He's back on his ontological subject of the Big Bang, the Genesis that causes both itself and the other. So that's the first word is pradīpaḥ, nominative singular masculine. And pradīpaḥ means a light or a lamp and or a lantern, and figuratively the same as prakāśa, which means illumination in the next verse. Pradīpaḥ can mean an elucidation or a clear explanation, and in that meaning it's commonly added to the titles of explanatory texts. So the light or the clear explanation of such and such. So the opponent's talking about a light or a lamp, and what this really works out beautifully, because it sets Nāgārjuna up in the following verse to use a lamp or a light as a metaphor for sitting practice. So that's something to look forward to in the next verse, which is really like a little poem in its own right. So what the opponent says is, just as a lamp, so that's yathā, just as a lamp, pradīpaḥ, lights up saṃprakāśayate, that's causative of saṃprakāśayate. So prakāśa means illumination, lighting up. Sam adds a sense of integrally together. So saṃprakāśayate, it sort of sends a sense of lighting up everything all around, all together. Then the object of saṃprakāśayate, it causes to light up, is sva-parātmānau. So that's dual accusative. The au ending here is dual accusative. So two things it lights up are sva, itself, and para, other, atman, self. So sva-parātmānau, the two selves, which are self and other self. So in short, just as a lamp lights up itself and the other. Pradīpaḥ sva-parātmānau saṃprakāśayate yathā. Pradīpaḥ sva-parātmānau saṃprakāśayate yathā. Just as yathā, a lamp, pradīpaḥ, lights up saṃprakāśayate, itself and the other, sva-parātmānau. Utpādaḥ sva-parātmānāv ubhāv utpādayet tathā. So, tathā might cause utpādayet, third person singular optative of causative utpād. So cause to arise, it might cause to arise, or in short, it might cause. And the subject is Genesis, utpādaḥ, otherwise translated as arising, but in the opponent's lexicon, the opponent thinks of arising not as a happening, which is represented by the ing of arising, but as a thing, like birth, Genesis. That's what I'm translating here as Genesis. It has more of a non-empty feeling of, not so much a happening, but as a thing, an independently existing thing. So Genesis, utpādaḥ, and then again we've got sva-parātmānau, as in the previous line, itself and the other. We've got the addition of ubhāv, which means both, accusative dual. So for emphasis we've got ubhāv, which before utpādayet becomes ubhāv, and similarly sva-parātmānau before ubhāv, again before the u, the au becomes an av. So sva-parātmānāv ubhāv utpādayet. Utpādaḥ sva-parātmānāv ubhāv utpādayet tathā. So might Genesis cause both itself and the other. So tathā, correlative of yathā, just as in the previous verse. So Genesis, utpādaḥ, nominative singular masculine, might cause, utpādayet, both, ubhāv, itself and the other, sva-parātmānau. So this is quite a nice, succinct little verse, and the beginning is pretty clear. The opponent is sticking to his idea that there's an original Genesis, and it might cause everything, both itself and the other, in the same way that a lamp, when you switch a lamp on in a dark room, it lights up itself and it lights up the rest of the room. So really the opponent is wanting to have an ontological discussion. I bet he'd love to meet J. Garfield. They could sit around a table and have a good old bullshit, sort of flashing at each other on how clever they both are in understanding these ontological issues. So what Nāgārjuna is going to come back with in verse 9 is a really nice expression using the metaphor of a lamp, but not to make an ontological point. Rather, below the surface, he's going to make a very nice suggestion of practical sitting practice itself.
pradīpaḥ sva-parātmānau saṃprakāśayate yathā utpādaḥ sva-parātmānau ubhāv utpādayet tathā.